roommate's sister stayed for a weekend and is now on month 3 with her own section of the fridge. My apartment has 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a kitchen the size of a generous closet, and somehow 3 people living in it now. Let me back up. My roommate is a guy named Joel. We met through a mutual friend 3 years ago, split the rent on this place in Portland, and built a pretty solid system. He buys the dish soap, I buy the paper towels. He watches sports loud on Fridays, I wear headphones. Nobody steals the other guy's leftovers. It was genuinely one of the better roommate situations I'd ever had. Then in December, Joel mentioned his younger sister was coming to visit for the weekend. Her name was Penny. She was 24, living in Boise, going through a whole thing, his words, after a breakup that had apparently blown up her entire living situation. She just needed 2 nights to breathe, he said. She'd sleep on the couch. I said, sure, of course, 2 nights. Penny arrived on a Friday evening with a duffel bag, 2 tote bags, and a canvas tote inside one of the tote bags. I thought nothing of it. Girls pack heavy. She was friendly, a little quieter than Joel, had this way of laughing at her own jokes right before she finished telling them. We ordered Thai food and watched something on Netflix, and it was fine. Normal. Easy. Saturday came and went. Then Sunday. Then Monday morning I walked into the kitchen at 7 a.m. and Penny was already there making eggs, wearing Joel's hoodie, completely at home in a way that felt less like a guest and more like she'd grown up in this apartment. I asked Joel privately what the plan was. He got a little awkward, rubbed the back of his neck, and said Penny's lease had technically ended while she was dealing with the breakup and she'd kind of not renewed it, and Boise felt like going backward, and she was applying for jobs in Portland, and could she just stay until she figured things out? I should have said no. I know that. Every rational part of my brain said no. I said fine. Here's what nobody tells you about someone else's sister moving into your apartment. She's a third person in every single way except rent. The bathroom timeline shifts. The fridge fills. Suddenly there's lavender hand soap by the sink that neither Joel nor I bought, and honestly it smells incredible, but that is not the point. Penny got a part-time job at a bookstore by week 3. By week 5 she had a color-coded section of the fridge with a little sticky note that said, Penny's stuff. Please ask in handwriting so neat it looked printed. I did not eat her stuff. I don't know why. Boundary I didn't know I had. Month 2, she started cooking real dinners, like actual meals, roasted chicken, pasta from scratch. She'd just leave portions in containers for me and Joel without asking or making it a thing. I came home from a 12-hour shift one Tuesday to find chicken tikka masala waiting in the fridge with a sticky note that just said rough day. She'd seen me leave that morning looking half dead. I stood in the kitchen and ate it cold directly from the container and genuinely almost cried. We're in month 3 now. Penny has a second job interview lined up next week at a marketing firm. Joel says if she gets it, she'll probably look for her own place. Start fresh. Do the thing she came to Portland to do. I told Joel that sounded great. Really great. I meant it, mostly. The thing is, and I'm aware of how this sounds, this apartment was fine before. Functional. Joel and I had our system. It worked. But now there's lavender soap and home-cooked food and someone who notices when your day was bad and just quietly does something about it. I don't know what Penny's interview timeline looks like. I do know that her section of the fridge has somehow gotten bigger, not smaller, and I haven't said a single word about it. Edit. Yes, I know.